Nike has done it again. Added hype to a shoe, and then Masters went crazy for it. So I had to go out and get it and review it. And yeah. Welcome, cool cats and doggies, to another episode of FiqNSneaks. Today we'll be going over the Tom Sachs times Nike Craft General Purpose Shoe, or GPS, because that name is super long. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you catch all the content we have on this channel. At the end of the video, make sure you leave a comment below if you bang with it. And this is a controversial shoe. Do you bang with it? Make sure to check me out on all social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and Facebook. But obviously the most important one is YouTube, because I'm everywhere. Now let's hop into this review. Now, this box came huge, so I decided to open it up on camera because this is a big shipping box. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe. As you can see, this box did not need to be that big. It takes up maybe 2/3 of the box. Maybe I'll grow to like the shoe a little more as I review it because I really thought it was a super hype piece. As you can see, this box is creative. It says Nike Craft there and the Nike check. That's pretty cool. Looks like it's drawn on. This is general purpose right there. Size 13, big feet. Salute. On the bottom it says, one less, more do. One less, do more. Read that to me.
Own less, do more.
Oh, it says own. Huh. Yeah. Own less, do more. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So I gotta eat something soon.
Is this shoe actually boring?
Is the shoe fire?
Or was it just a hype piece?
Bars continued.
I mean, hey, it's just part of my intuition to just have bars. Right. Once you open up this box, you'll see all this reading right here. Read it. Go ahead.
Nike Craft shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. The design and construction of Nike Craft products support all the activities of your life and tell your story. Nike Craft shows innovation for its own sake, but embraces it as a necessity. Top quality products fulfill their intended purposes while remaining as hard-wearing as possible. Before recycling, there is reuse. Before reuse, there is durability.
Thank you very much. I had to get you the little voice. I appreciate you coming out here and narrating that for the squad right there. Y'all, me, EP, she can't
Gang,
get through. Gang. This shoe initially is underwhelming, but once you talk about the details, it grows on you just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I'm not changing my full stance on it. So Tom Sachs is known for making the Mars Yard, which is one of those shoes that go for like $9,000 in most sizes. They're supposed to be a shoe that you can wear on the moon or Mars Yard. So all of his product is hyped. So as we're waiting for that to come out, the 2.5 version of that shoe, they dropped this joint right here. And it was supposed to be boring and everyday life shoe, but when you hear the word Tom Sachs associated with it, the masses went crazy. So, and according to my calculations, we always talk about what the prices go for nowadays on the secondhand market. But I'm just telling you, people were paying $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 for the shoe, which is absolutely crazy to me. Me, sometimes when I try to get a little spiffy, I wear Burberry or J. Crew shirts or other shirts. And this looks like the shoe that I can always get when I walk into a J. Crew. But it does have some nice details. This was created with the waffle one and the kill shot in mind, so if you don't know those, classic Nike shoes, you can go look those up. I'm sure we'll throw up some pictures on the screen, but this shoe was semi-created off that, and Tom claims it took 10 years to make this shoe so perfect, even though it's supposed to be boring. Obviously, that whole part is part of the story to get you to want to like the shoe even more, but it's clean and subtle and basic, and that's why they call it boring. They claim, Nike and him, which is wild, that shoes aren't supposed to be the most important thing on your body or your biggest characteristic. That's crazy because their whole imprint is to have hype based around it. So I just thought, it wasn't a slap in the face, I just thought that was kind of ironic. As you start off at the top of the shoe, you get some very nice gray suede. See, I give credit where it's due. Very nice gray suede for your overlays, and that's on part of the upper of the shoe. You get it on the toe box, part of your heel tab, near the collar almost, and around your laces. The suede's nice. As you head towards the middle of the shoe, you're greeted by some breathable mesh If it rains or snow, it will protect your feet somewhat, but it's supposed to be there, and it's quite appealing. It's in the sail colorway. It's alright. See, like, I am not a biased person. I try to see it for what it's worth right in front of me. I'm gonna let you know right now, one of the two people in this room likes the shoe way more than the other one. But let's continue. You almost get this painted like white Nike swoosh on your midsection, and obviously that's on both sides, so your medial and your lateral side. As you head towards the back of the shoe, you're greeted by this Nike that's debossed in that suede that we talked about earlier. You get two straps that allow some pop in this royal blue colorway, as well as helping you get the shoe on. One on your heel tab and one on top of your tongue. You get Nike with the classic check on your tongue, at least the front of the tongue, and in the back of the tongue, it almost looks like Tom Sachs wrote his brand right there for you, so you catch that Tom Sachs right there. And the materials for your overall tongue is this perforated foam material, so it gives a little comfort. And another small little detail that most people might not know is this ultra microfiber that you get around your collar, which gives it this like subtle, soft, clean material. Now, obviously I did that whole creative open the box thing in the beginning of the video, but not only did I hit my pair, but she hit hers. And I just wanted to show you the difference of our shoe sizes. I mean, it's ridiculous, you know, like, that's crazy. But you obviously are digging these joints right here, right?
I'm excited to put them on.
Gotcha. If you look inside the shoe, you get Nike Craft right there in Royal. It looks like it's written again, but you get Royal Nike Craft right there. Finish this shoe off with a rubber midsole in brown and a black waffle outsole, and there you go with the GPS shoe. This shoe looks like an everyday shoe. That's the way they're presenting it. I just don't know if I like care for the marketing scheme about it, because you can't get the most hyped person to tell you that you're not supposed to care about your shoes. It doesn't really sit well with me, but the shoe is okay. Let's hop into according to my calculations and get down to the minute details. These shoes came out on June 10th at a price point of $110. Most commonly the number known around Dunks right now, which is very interesting. Panda Dunks usually go for $110 right now, and they're all the wild. So maybe some people should have saw that this shoe would probably be around the price point of Pandas on the resale market, which are like $180 to like $330 depending on the Panda, which is wild. That's the same thing these are currently going for. You can get some of these for the maximum of like $500, but typically they're going for like $250 to $330, $340, and I think that's only because they're currently new. What happened was people saw Tom Sachs. Everyone tried on the website, obviously. You signed up, you had 30 minutes to claim your pair if you won. And then it took a long time for these shoes to get here. They came out on June 10th and didn't get here until what, the 28th and the 29th of June? Mm-hmm. They came in yesterday for us, which was wild. I haven't waited almost a month, 3 weeks for a pair of shoes. But what happened was people were buying them for $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 after they bought them for that on the secondhand market, which is part of the appeal of Tom Sachs in general. How dare you tell us that shoes are supposed to be important? They said they're going to restock this studio colorway in August. So then all the prices dropped, and I don't feel bad for the fool who wanted to go buy the shoes for $1,500, but I never thought this shoe was $1,500. I was hoping to get the shoe legit. I'm being transparent. To review the shoe, see if I really would keep it. Once I saw I was going for $1,500 or $1,000, I'm like, there's no way I'm keeping this. This is just like, I can go get shoes that I really wanted that I missed out on with the money that I would get for selling this shoe. That's just the way that I treated it. Now I know you wanted them and wouldn't have paid $1,000 for them, so you love that they came out and you got them for retail. Mm-hmm. That logic makes sense to me. Like, it makes so much sense to me. But even after they talk about coming out with this colorway again in August, they said that they're going to come out with it in multiple colorways. So we have a yellow pair coming on the way. It's crazy that they can call it an everyday shoe, but they're going to probably do the same type of model for it to come out with that raffle experience. That hypes up something so basic and makes it sought after. They can't say that it's supposed to be an everyday shoe.
I feel like they sort of did that with the Space Hippie line. They had like the initial drop.
Yeah, that was like huge.
It was like this big deal. I mean, it wasn't a designer like collaborating thing, but then after then they had all these other.
A boatload of
Because it
colors.
was like really
You're
well
right.
talked about, like
I think you're right.
3 and 4.
Yeah, because
And then
the basketball
then
one
they had
was.
a million colors, and they
You're
were
right.
in like Foot Locker. Like,
You're right.
Yeah.
They did that the same way because the threes were impossible to get, and everyone wanted it because it was like a recycled basketball shoe.
yeah.
And then they mass produced the 1 and the 4.
Yeah.
But like both of those things after we just legit on camera figured that out. You're right. They throw Tom Sachs' name next to it, and you can't say that it's for everyone. Because if it was for everyone, you would have came out with a million pair off break instead of talking about restocking for August, and you wouldn't it wouldn't have been $1,500 on the secondhand market. But the shoe, like I said, is an everyday shoe. I can wear this with all my J. Crew button ups, all my Banana Republic button ups, all my Burberry button ups. I have like 50 of those things. And this, you could just throw on every day. And
It's so interesting you say that, because for me, I'm like thinking more casual.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this says that you can wear it for any format. So you can wear it to a picnic, to a park, to a dinner,
Yeah,
to
it's
an
got
outing.
like it's got like the waffle
You can
black
hike in 'em.
sole and the brown midsole, so
Yeah.
you can dirty it up.
Yeah, well, they have pictures of them already dirtied up, and that was one of the big marketing ploys they were trying to say, like, wear it and let it be dirty. But that gives me almost like Air Force One vibes, where you don't purposely beat up your shoe. If it gets beat up, that's fine.
Right.
But who's buying this for resale, not retail, resale, and then just dirtying it? Like, that's not the logic that applies to me when I buy a
Tiki
$1,000
talkers.
shoe, though. You're right. Because if this came out and I got this for $1,000, I would clean it every time I wore it. And Nike can't act like they didn't know that it wouldn't resell. The shoe does fit true to size, and I do want to give credit to them having more support inside your shoe in the interior part of the heel. That's to allow your foot to stay in place. That is another cool detail. So overall, the aesthetics of the shoes have allowed me to like the shoe more. Overall, my grade is still going to be middle of the pack. Obviously, I think their whole entire marketing scheme is to tell you that you can get these shoes. If you miss out on them, then there's more colors to come, and I think that's cool. I don't think shoes should be so limited that the regular schmo can't get them, but I'm gonna probably give this shoe a 7. It's not the worst, it's not the best, it's just a shoe you can throw on. She tried her pair on and said that they slipped right in, so true to size, a 7, a solid 7. I think it's a good shoe. How about you?
7. Wow. I'm surprised.
You thought it was good.
You were really hating on them earlier.
Yeah, I mean, they're cool. They're not needed. They're cool. What do you give them out of 10?
I
know you like them a lot, so
Yeah, like an 8, 8.5.
that's fine. Sure. The person that tells me that this is a 10 would be probably a mind-blowing experience for me, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. This is
That's pretty good for me, because my skill's out of 10, and I feel like yours is out of 5 to 10.
Sure. This, one more time, is the studio colorway because Tom Sachs' studio currently looks like this. We are, one more time, getting that yellow colorway. And if we start getting some more funky colorways, I might like it more with more pop. I'm not going out and paying resale for a shoe that has such basic colorways, even though it does its job.
Yeah, that mustard yellow one's kind of...
Yeah, that one's better than this one. That one pre-selling right now is going for $2,700. Just for someone to say they have it early. That doesn't make sense to me. But overall, let me know if you got this pair, if you immediately sold it, or if somehow you happen to take the plunge and pay more than retail for this shoe. And if you are excited for the new colorways coming soon, there you. Sidebars. So the next video, we'll holler at you. Bye-bye. They're nice. I just don't want to hear that it took them 10 years to make this shoe. Bye-bye. It took us 10 years to create the perfect shoe for everyday wear. And you can do anything in it. And the shoe's not special, but it took us 10 years to make it. Go buy it now in 12 colors.